we go into grand finals. JP getting his second shot at Bolt. Again, JP's gonna need 6 games total, 3 for the reset, 3 again. Bolt, at any point in time, only needs to string together 3 wins, and that's a wrap. Bolt not playing with the Ignis. See him with the Muramasa. We're about 20 seconds into this first game. Trying to make sure he stays on top of JP, because there's 2 modes for BoltStryke in this. He's playing this long-range game where he's either thinking to either zip in like you saw, or he's looking for some yanks. That yank right there. Or he's trying to play in his space to make sure JP can't start a zoning game of his own. JP, while having the zoning options, hasn't really been playing too much of a range game against BoltStryke because of the fear of getting yanked. Because he doesn't want some big conversion like this to happen at the end of the day, which is over half of his life. 10K, the highest we've seen today, or one of the highest we've seen today. I'm pretty sure BoltStryke has been topping the charts. JP using his own level 3 to get out. And it's just a raw 10K of his own, but he's gonna need more than that if he wants to come back. Calls to Tsunamore, but because there's no confirm, we just duck in and get out of dodge. And a yank into the 5B, giving Bolt the first round.
Get ready.
JP trying to take the high road. Going a little bit more mobility. I think he used close. 5B gets another counter hit, but straight hits that he can't string together. Oh man, but that blast. He's lucky that blast didn't get punished since it was defensive. Has both physicists, doesn't have a whole lot of meter. I think he generally likes to hold on to one as to get out of jail free or a full screen pressure. Might not need it if he can keep Bolt locked down in the corner. You see, trying to put the plus range in his face, but he's really too high. Doesn't matter too much as he caught some buttons. And that's going to be round 2 in favor of JP.
Get ready.
BoltStryke with a yank. Probably wasn't really ready for it. Looking for another pull and gets kicked in the mouth for trying to run up on JP. You can't come in ill-advised like that. You gotta pay attention to catch some of the long locks. Holding on to Henry. Some more boots to the face. It's looking really good for JP. Doesn't really get to confirm, but he got the cover fire, which is the most important thing. Was too high again for his explosion. And just the space that he needs. It's a reset through all of that. Oh, but he dropped another confirm. It's okay that he dropped it. Because even though he's behind, Bolt is sitting fully loaded. The prime position that we've seen it convert quite a few times. Called for Kaigen just so he can get some space to reposition himself. Look for the jump seek. Look for a second one. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I mean, there's a lot of people who can actually look and block one overhead. There's not too many people who even consider the idea of a second one. Bolt trying to resituate himself on the ground so he can try to play the yank in the pool game against JP. JP just shoving him into the corner. Quite literally putting him into the meat grinder. Gets a second super. Still has Tsunamore if he wants to use it, but decides to hold on to it. Might be thinking for one of his tricky setups for him, maybe a 5E. Maybe just trying to keep him grounded, but that's if he gets another chance to play at this point. As Bolt has been holding on to his resources, and he can close it out with any good hit. And yeah, and there we go. He was looking for his 5B, but he was really late on it. Bolt was not even in the area code for it. But he pressed 5 jump B. I know full well that he pressed jump B and was looking for the air-to-air cancel. Doesn't matter because he eventually gets Kaigen. Still has a blast. Still has a level 3. Still has everything that he needs to get out of this round.
Get ready.
A yank. And a jump C. And gets another yank. Things are looking so good for Bolt right now. Also has JP in the corner. Too far from him to actually put any real restraints on him. JP found a little wiggle room before he's getting sent from the window to the wall. Getting all the traveling miles from coast to coast. He's supposed to miss a 5E pickup. That's actually kind of hard with the screen scroll. Even though he has a lot of hitbox to work with, you still have to consider the delay, the startup of the 5E. Bolt weasels his way down. This should be another game for him. Assuming he doesn't drop anything. Has his blast, has Kaigen, has Dragon, has a level 3. Gonna just go ahead, bring back the anime one more time. 2-0 BoltStryke, 1 game away from dodging the bounty that's been placed on his head and getting out with the money.
Get ready.
Game 3. Dash and throw. And that's one thing about this game that I haven't mentioned all the way through this. The throws, I don't want to say are weak, but they're not entirely strong because there's a very gracious throw tech window. And you got to see that from Bolt because he wasn't ready for it initially, but he had enough time to actually get away. Doesn't matter too much as throughout that explanation, JP got 7K. Looked for another throw, but he couldn't keep him there. The drill, Vanish Punish, just to get some space. Yeah, but it was too high. He actually could have put a 6A on it, but he was expecting it to be lower, and he wanted a beefier continuation with a 5B. I believe he missed the dash. I want to say that's possible, but I don't know the ins and outs of Muramasu. Not going to front. Yeah, JP is just really eager. He was awoke earlier, but now he's not paying attention to all the zipping and dodging that BoltStryke is presenting in front of him. Takes another confirm all the way down to the level 3. Bolt on match point, game point, tournament point. Actually should be game match tournament if you want to get real technical with the order. Nothing really technical about what's happening here at Bolt. Just making sure to cut off the angles. Rolling dice here and there, seeing if you can find JP. JP hasn't really been able to get anything started. Too far to get the command throw. And a guard break. Oh, that actually goes into super. But again, the big problem with this is he's going to start using a lot of resources. There's going to be a decent amount of scaling from this. But he dropped it, so it doesn't matter. BoltStryke gets a chance to bring this back and try to march on to the win. Good reaction against a variable, but he falls into the hail of 2As. JP has to call Tsunemura and has to try to close this out. Misses the confirm though, but he's still about one solid hit or one good combo away. A throw is enough to get JP out of this. But one round isn't enough. It's going to take at the least 5 more just to wipe that big 2 off the board. Caught him asleep at the wheel. BoltStryke in the driver's seat so far. Anti-air yank. Haven't seen him go to that at all. But really couldn't get anything from it. Just got away. Didn't want to deal with 6A or anything like that. Wasn't a good look. Speaking of 6As. And the drill. Couldn't really find the timing for it because it's kind of awkward when you hit it high up. You don't have the exact hits, the exact spacing for it or anything. But now JP officially finding himself without his blast. A lot of respect to both side swapping, getting a 5B. That's the match. But barring a drop, that's the match. And ladies and gentlemen, your Momocon 2017 NitroPlus Blasterz champion, BoltStryke. Second place going to JP, and Mikaru X holding it down in third.